actually start recording. Yeah, but you can hear it when it's not recording as well. The numbers ticking up is a clue. I'm going to assume that's...
It's recording at the moment, I'd say, because the numbers are ticking.
I did test this at home, and I did verify that things were getting recorded. So...
Cool.
Hi, welcome to the Mad Dogcast. This is me doing the professional introduction bit. You're listening to the Mad Dogcast. I presume that someone one day will listen to this. So I'm addressing you, the person. I'm going to start again. You're listening to the Mad Dogcast. My name's Mike Barnes. I'm sitting here with Jake Budge.
Hello.
Hi, Jake. That was just me demonstrating how it's done for Billy when he listens to it next time. Because I'm constantly having to criticise him. Constantly. Once a week, I send him one Facebook message that says, "You've really got to get people to introduce themselves."
Well, he constantly, every time I've heard Billy, on the podcast, he's usually like, "Hey, so who are you?" That's his, thing?
He does it a lot, but he doesn't do it consistently. Every week, there's one person I have to listen to the entirety of the thing really carefully to try and figure out who it is.
It's like, who is that person?
And I cross-reference it with the sign-up lists, usually. I was like, because I think the last one, we didn't have a podcast last week. That was a complete organisational failure. On the behalf of Mad Dog, I apologise. We had a complete organisational failure, no podcast last week. But the week before that, was George DeMorelos was the person I had trouble identifying.
Oh, yeah.
And there was an interruption in the recording. I can't remember why, but there's a drop out and a drop back in. And I thought the interview had ended at the dropout. And it wasn't until it came back in that someone said, "Oh, George."
Oh, yep, that's the clue.
And I thought for ages, who the hell is this person? I can recognise this voice. I know this voice. Who the hell is it? But it wasn't until someone said George, I went, fuck, yes, all right.
Yeah.
That's me just making sure that the explicit box needs to be checked.
But, what we're saying is that the podcast is as amazing as the comedy room. You never know what will happen. So
I do know what will happen.
Hopefully it will go well.
Oh, look, it's generally gone well. We don't have Billy again this week. This is for the listener. So I'm having to step into the driving the interview and, causing discussions stews, which I don't do a lot, ever.
But you're doing it at the moment and not dying, so it's working out.
I'm the silent person at the back of the room who makes everything work. I'm not the person on the mic usually.
I'm the annoying guy that just talks to everyone. I'm the kind of guy that you hate at the bar. You're just trying to talk to your mates, have a good night, and I'll walk up and be like, "Hey, how's it going? Who are you?"
And you'll be the one who's standing on a chair.
Oh, yes. Well, this is a reference to... maybe a month ago or two, at Mad Dog, I decided to do my comedy set while standing on a chair.
You did, and they still talk about it to this day.
And I also didn't check with Mike if that was okay.
That's on the scale of things that people haven't checked me about as kind of minor. You didn't pack up all the furniture.
True. I also was wearing pants, so...
We always approve of that.
Yeah.
Generally a good idea. What else haven't people consulted with me about? Rearranging the furniture on the fly. Someone came in once and played a 5-minute video on a MacBook.
What?
They...
instead of doing their set?
Yeah. No, they signed up for a spot, and their spot was they put a MacBook on a stand. It was playing The video that they put on was so dull, I can't even remember what was on it. It was just... I don't know, it was someone in a room or just lying down on the floor or something like that, and you were waiting for something else to happen, and it never did. And after 5 minutes, they just closed the MacBook and said thank you and left. And
wow.
I wish that was a more entertaining story.
Yeah. No, it's interesting.
If it had had a more interesting impact in any way, it wouldn't be the story that it is.
Yeah, if something absolutely crazy happened, we'd always talk about it, and it wouldn't be a bizarre Mad Dog story.
No, exactly. It's just like if someone had just found like, you know, some infinitely looping animated GIF or something of just like a person in a house and just played that for 5 minutes. That's about the kind of impact it would have had.
Or, like, it would have been better if the person was just laying on the floor, then a puppy runs up and licks them across the face.
That's the kind of thing we were expecting to happen at some point during the video.
Yeah.
Like, something's going to happen, or they're going to make a point, but they didn't.
Yeah.
It's like they got 90% of the way through successful art, and the last 10%, they just went, oh,
I can't do this.
nah, fuck it.
Yeah, I get that, though. It is hard to commit to things sometimes.
It is.
Like, I have trouble, like, there's so many new TV shows. I have trouble, like, committing to a TV show every week. It's like, I could watch this, or I could YouTube Cats. Like...
Yeah, I also have developed a tendency for waiting for a show to be cancelled before I decide whether or not to watch it.
Is that so, like, you won't be disappointed?
Exactly, yeah.
You know what you're getting into?
It's like, I will find out from the internet whether this thing had a satisfactory conclusion or not. And if people are going, but it left it on such a cliffhanger, I was like, we'll never get any resolution. I was like, okay, never watching that.
Yeah, but that wouldn't work with relationships, though. You couldn't just, like, be like, hey, so do you think if we could get married, like, how's this going to end? Like, you can't foresee that.
Well, no. That's the difference between real life and television, I think.
There's a difference? Wait, what? I thought we're in an episode Neighbours at the moment.
I wish I knew enough about Neighbours to make some kind of reference now.
Ramsay Street?
I know that bit. And there's a guy called Harold.
And Greg Fleet once shot someone on it.
Yeah, I know Greg Fleet had some involvement, but
he
like
killed someone on it, some famous character.
Yeah, I'm glad you qualified that with character.
Well, he didn't kill anyone in real life. It's okay.
Well, the weird thing is, like, you know, it's conceivable if this Greg Fleet was on Neighbours back in the 90s, I think.
Yeah.
If he had actually killed a real person, it is conceivable that he could have served time and been released by now.
That is highly possible. That is possible.
Just for the benefit of listeners, when we have no evidence or reason to suspect that Greg Fleet has ever killed anyone.
No, he hasn't. It's fine. It wasn't in his book, so...
Yeah, he probably would have sold more copies if he had.
Although the thing about his book is there was some crimes in there that he got... Like that he said he did and then got in trouble for, because then people read his book.
Yeah. It's
so
always...
I feel like if he did the murder, he would have put it in there.
You'd think so. If you're going to, like, you know, go that way, you go the whole way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to commit to life.
Commit to life.
Not that I'm good with commitment, but still.
Why do you say that? What haven't you committed to?
Relationships, TV shows, finishing a hamburger, the usual stuff.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd keep that sentence going until after I finish my beer.
No.
My mouthful of beer there.
Sorry, I'm not a professional podcaster
You didn't commit to that sentence, Jake.
I can't commit. Can I just tell you a little story thing that happened to me last week?
Please do.
So I did a gig in Geelong where I live called Costume Comedy.
I remember seeing you advertise that, and I was like, is that just comedy in costumes?
Yes.
There was no theme or anything? It was just...
So, well, it was a superhero animal theme.
That's pretty broad.
Yeah, pretty broad. But that's good. I liked it. But then the gig didn't go very well. Like, it was an excellent night. It was lots of fun. But we didn't know 70 uni students were going to turn up.
That could be a good thing or a bad thing, or both simultaneously, I guess.
Lots of heckles, lots of brutalness. It was lots of fun. It was just like almost like I lost my voice almost from all the shouting and trying to be heard. Well,
look, that's better than... Okay. Do you think a rowdy gig like that is better than a gig where no one comes?
Yeah, I would have to say it is. Although no one, do you mean absolutely no one, or like one or two people?
Well, you and I, we've both seen very small crowds. It's like one punter in the audience, two punters in the audience type thing. It's like that's a really tough route to like face. But also there's a different side of tough, which is like 70 people who don't give a shit if you're there or not.
Although I guess you are right, because 70 people who don't give a shit about you, that's still like a big crowd and easier than because sometimes a small crowd can be hard to connect to and they feel awkward to laugh. They really don't want to laugh.
In a crowd, people are like hidden a bit more.
Yeah. Exactly. Although there was this uni girl who kept like yelling out at me, but she wasn't like saying heckle. She was just like pickup lines and stuff. Like, "You're so cute. You're so funny." And it's like, "Thank you, but you're hurting my set. Can I just get your number afterwards or something?"
Did you?
No, it didn't work out. But I went to another bar with some fans, had a few shots and things, and then I wore my dog costume because I was dressed as a dog to the Nest bar. And then I was dancing in this costume, and I made out with a girl while wearing the costume. Woo! Thank you, Zach, Raw Comedy winner, and guy who looks like an 80s porn star.
I love we're continuing our track record of visual references for the audio podcast.
Mate, it wouldn't be the Dogcast without it.
So, animal costume comedy, would you do it again?
I'm already planning the second one.
All right. I'm not going to miss the next one.
Awesome. Like, if anything, we should get you down in the costume.
I don't know what costume I possibly... I own a Darth Vader helmet, but that has the problem that it's very hard to speak in.
So's wearing a full dog costume head, though.
I guess so. I can't. Sorry. Grumpy's here. Grumpy's here interjecting. I couldn't hear him because of the headphones. Hang on.
Grumpy just said define costume.
I don't know. Well, I mean, it's Jake's theme night. I guess he'd be the judge of what.
I would say I would define a costume as dressing up as someone or something that is not you.
Shaving pubes wouldn't apply. I lip read.
Good work. And shaving... Oh, like, yeah, that wouldn't apply because that's not a costume. That's just like maintenance.
Depends how much you're wearing, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. But
all right, I don't know where this is going. Yeah,
this went in the weird place.
I'm going to tag someone else in.
I'm okay with that. Okay, Jake out.
All right, Zach's in.
Oh no, not Zach. There you go, Terry.
Thanks, mate. G'day. We're on what's this? The Dogcast.
The Mad Dogcast.
The Mad Dog. What do you call the fans? The pups. Get a hello to all the pups listening.
I don't think we have any fans.
The angry pups.
I don't think we have any fans yet.
Oh, really?
I'm here with Zack Dyer, Billy. That's who I'm here with. I'm addressing all my comments to Billy, who is probably going to end up editing this.
Oh, righto. Hey, Billy. Thanks you're doing a great job, mate. Hang in there. Hopefully, you don't need to cut all the crudeness out of Budgie's conversation. I overheard a little bit. He's making out with girls, dressed up, harassing uni students, being a fucking just a real dog, being a real mad dog out there.
Loose unit, I believe.
He's the loosest unit I've ever met in my whole entire life.
What you been up to, Zach?
Not much, mate. It's been at the back of the room watching you guys do this thing. I was getting almost sexually assaulted by the fella that hangs around this bar every week.
Oh, Andrew.
He's a touchy little fella, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a fixture.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's part of the furniture around here.
Absolutely. Big laugher, big applauder, big guy for sitting in the front row.
Oh, he loves it. Yeah.
I'm now worried if I'm off mic or not. Hang on,
Oh, fucking hell, Billy. Will you be able to sort this, mate?
No, we'll do something with levels later.
Yeah. You
I
can always do stuff with
I can
levels.
hear my own voice, unfortunately, in my headphones. So
Isn't that what is supposed to happen?
Oh yeah. I just wasn't sure. I wasn't sure for a minute if I was hearing myself through the headphones or in the room, and then I realised that I'm wearing headphones that cover my ears, so I have to be hearing through the headphones. There's nothing else I could possibly be hearing.
Yeah, that definitely checks out, mate.
Yeah, that's my advanced sound theory.
Yeah, right. What's the go? What's news? What's big in Mad Dog world now? What can we tell all the pups? All the little pups listening?
What do we got? Well, we've been expanding operations.
I saw that.
We have a second and now even a third venue.
Tell us about the third one. What's the deal? What's going on there?
I am hesitant to do so without some details in front of me because I only just got the details emailed to me today.
Yeah, right.
I can tell you it's at the McKinnon Hotel.
Yep.
Which is in McKinnon.
Where's that?
It's in McKinnon.
Yeah, right.
It's towards the Caulfield area. I don't know. I absolutely do not know. I don't think I've ever been.
Is this place going to fall down like the last one?
I hope not.
Yeah, right.
I really hope not. But again, it's an operating hotel, much like this,
Yep.
with a room in it, and I presume they know what they're talking about. I know they know what they're talking about. The good folks at the McKinnon Hotel run a fine establishment.
Yeah, shout out to the entire McKinnon area. I think they're all great people out there, out towards Caulfield. Love it.
Yeah. But, I can't even remember who our headliner is.
Fuck, mate. You're not real
Well,
good
like I
at
say,
promoting stuff.
this got emailed to me today, and I've been busy with other stuff.
Yeah, right.
I know Adam Richards is on the bill,
Yep.
which is going to be fun. And Ben Knight, I can't remember the headliner.
Nighty. Love Nighty. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Dave Thornton.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes,
What a lineup,
yeah.
mate.
Yeah. So that's three. And what astounded me was after I'd put the ticket sales online, because that's my thing. I do the back end stuff. I put the ticket sales online.
Oh, Barnesy, always mucking around the back end. Who's the real mad dog around here?
Oh my God, that's funny as. You should try comedy, mate.
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
I hear there's a competition you can enter.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I heard it's real easy.
But anyway, no, I don't even want to finish this anecdote now because it's really dull.
Yeah, I jazzed it up too much too early. Hey,
No,
I
it's
took
just
the
like-
steam out of it. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at podcasting. I cut people off.
All I was going to say is I finished putting the ticket sales online, and before I'd even advertised it anywhere, before we'd even shared it on Facebook or anything, we'd sold 6 tickets.
Yeah, right.
Like someone was just just guessed that we were going to run that event, and it was sitting there refreshing the browser window, going, "Come on, yes!"
Yeah, well, that's pretty good. You don't need to be good at promoting to it. If you got shit like that happening, mate, it's probably sold out by now.
It could well have done.
At that rate.
Yeah. But anyway, that's coming up on the 27th of July.
Save the date, McKinnon.
Yeah, which is a Thursday night.
You're in for a treat.
It's going to be a good one. What have you got coming up, mate?
I'm going to Scotland next month, which is cool.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. I wonder, will the pups be interested in that?
I presume so. I
Yeah.
mean, we don't have any regional locks on the podcast. There's nothing stopping the Scottish people from downloading this podcast.
I'll be sure to plug it over there. Go listen to the Mad Dog podcast and become a real little pup.
I'm not sure I'm liking this pup
Oh,
thing.
it's stuck. It's already stuck, mate. If it's ordered, it's in the ether.
Only if I don't edit it out. Or Billy lets...
Billy, if you edit that out, mate, I'll be sorely disappointed, and I'll run this fucking podcast into the ground. I've got a massive online following. I'll let them all know never to become a pup, and never listen to the Mad Dog. I'll light this place on fire right now, mate. I'm very passionate about this little nickname I've given the listeners.
Okay. Listener,
Pup.
I was about to break it to them. Yeah, I'm sorry you are now known as a pup.
Beautiful. It's not that's a great thing.
If you've got headphones
You
on,
don't need
and
to be sorry about
If
that.
you've got headphones on and you're hearing this right now, I'm sorry, you're a pup. That's the label
You're a beautiful little
that you've
pup.
got to wear in your life.
First listener to get a tattoo of a little mad dog that says pup under it, I'll buy him a beer at a Tuesday night open mic at the Dancing Dog, Footscray, Albert Street. See, I know all the details, mate. Maybe I should be running this setup you've got going. Listen, McKinnon, you're in for a real treat. Ben Knight, he's great. He sings songs. He's very, very smart. great comedy. Dave Thornton, you've seen him on the telly. Need I say more? Who was the third one?
Adam Richards.
Adam Richards, I don't know who that is.
Oh, man, you're missing out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I do.
You probably have, honestly. He sticks his head in all sorts of places.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he's always here, isn't he?
No, he's not here. He's not here. He's too good to come here.
Oh, right.
He's an actual professional.
Yeah, right.
He's on the
He's on the up and up.
He's on the ABC and everything.
Oh, right. Well, he's on the telly as well.
They don't let just anyone on the ABC.
Why don't you bring these big acts out the fucking Footscray, mate? We're stuck here with bloody Grumpy giving us shifty looks over here. We don't, you're giving the good people of McKinnon, Ben Knight, all the heavy hitters. We're stuck here with bloody who else have we got here? Budgie and bloody Grumpy. That's it. Oh, the Prince of Laos, a bit of royalties walked in. That's good to see.
Oh, the Prince of Laos. Okay, good. Yeah, always good to have him in the room.
Yeah, definitely.
Donna's here. Actually, Donna, we're going to have to talk to Donna if you're making offers about tattoos. Donna is the designer of the current Mad Dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So if anyone's going to get that tattooed on them,
tattoo.
we're going to need clearance.
Say the word pup.
If anyone's going to get the pup tattoo,
yep.
We're going to have to get clearance from Donna. Otherwise, there could be intellectual property
Right, there's
issues.
a licensing issue. Yeah, that's all right. Are we in for a big night tonight, Barnesy? What's going on?
I don't know. Every time about this time of day, I think it's going to be dead quiet and it's going to be a complete fizzer of a night. And then 10 minutes later, the room is like got 20 comedians in it.
Yeah, they file in. There's a few people out in the smoking area here at the Dancing Dog. Maybe we could twist their arm. I'll shotgun not doing it.
The beer garden always tends to filter around because this room is cleverly positioned. If the dear pups haven't actually been to the Dancing Dog before, the comedy room is between the bar and the toilets. So if you go to the toilet at your time here at the Dancing Dog, you have to walk past the comedy room and see some of the comedy.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
so
that's
the
great.
audience tends to gravitate in over the night as they realise how excellent the performers are.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if we had Ben Knight, maybe we'd get a few more in, but save that for McKinnon.
Man, that's actually going to be good. I haven't seen Ben Knight since. I think I last saw him at some night some evening at the Imperial.
Oh, can that be edited out? Is that a bit too gross?
That's down to Billy, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it was just like some night at the Imperial, the Imperial open mic. I think he just appeared at the tail end of that one night with the guitar and just broke out, and it was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, that's great. But don't go talking too much about the Imperial, mate. That's a competing comedy room.
I don't see the comedy rooms as competing.
Oh, yeah, no, that's true. That's a good outlook to have.
I mean,
everyone bring each other up. Pups, if you're listening and you're bored on a Wednesday night and you want to do a set or you want to see if you didn't get enough great comedy at the Dancing Dog on a Tuesday and your little pup brain wants to see some more funnies, head to the Imperial Hotel on a Wednesday.
Definitely.
It's good. It's in the city, and if you get bored of the comedy, there's lots of sport downstairs.
The sport does get a bit loud at times.
It's a sports bar, though.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know if this has been addressed in the recent renovations or not. It's like, the noise bleed from the floor was quite extreme at times.
Yeah, right. Maybe get onto that.
When something really exciting happens downstairs, upstairs.
Yeah. Well, if we can get a bunch of pups rallied together and go all to the Imperial at one time and make an issue about that, maybe we can make a bit of a change.
I just want to see it happen the other way around. I want to see something happen upstairs that's so funny that it drowns out the sport downstairs and the people watching the sport complain.
Oh, yeah, that could happen as well.
I'd like to see that.
Yeah.
Or
Fingers
hear
crossed.
that, as it were.
Yeah. Do you get to the Imperial much, mate?
Not much anymore. I tend to take Wednesdays as a day off now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesdays, because I'm doing Tuesday night and Thursday night running rooms.
Yep. Thursday night, Maori Chief Hotel, South Melbourne. Get along to that one.
Tribute comedy.
Tribute comedy
is the night we run down there.
Why is it called Tribute Comedy?
Because it's not the greatest comedy room in Melbourne. It's just a tribute.
Yeah, right. That's good. Little Tenacious D reference there.
Do you want to know how many weeks of meetings it took us to come up with a name that we all agreed on?
How many weeks?
Many weeks.
More than a few.
We would have launched that room in 2015 15 if we could have.
Fucking hell, that is a few weeks,
no,
mate.
it's not that bad. That was an exaggeration for comic effect.
Oh, yeah, right. Bit of
Yeah.
hyperbole.
Yeah, but no, literally, we're like, we were discussing and throwing in names and rejecting names, and it was just, it was hell. But we got there in the end.
Yeah, how's it been going? Has it been? I remember I emceed the first one. It was a bit quiet, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, yeah, I mean, like anything's going to take weeks to build up, and
Of course.
I think the last week we ran the CWA night there, but the week before that, when we had all the lighting and sound worked, we moved the stage up the other end. Some of the locals and some of the regulars from the pub started.
The stage is
drifting
up
in.
the other end now.
We moved the stage up the other end.
Yeah, right.
Radical
A few
decision.
of the locals are coming
Yeah,
in.
some of the regulars from the pub filtered in, and like
I think
we it was rocking.
One, I think when I was there, I don't know if he's a regular or not. He was a Maori man, so maybe I'm just assuming he's a regular because he was a Maori man at the Maori Chief Hotel. He started trying to drink my drink and smoke my cigarettes without even like saying anything. He kind of just sat next to me, and then we figured out very quickly that he was super duper drunk. And the owners of the pub were actually trying to kick him out, but he was kind of just like, he was in a suit as well. He just looked like a businessman.
Yeah.
And he just started, he grabbed my beer and tried to take a drink of it.
What's the point?
So
of
hopefully
being,
he doesn't come in.
What's the point of being in business if you don't make enough money to buy your own beer?
Well, maybe he's just that good at saving money. That's his move.
Oh yeah.
Drink other people's beers.
Maybe he sells those beers to other people.
Maybe he stole the suit.
That doesn't sound very businessy. Oh no, I see what you mean. He's not actually a
he's
businessman.
masquerading as a businessman.
Oh, maybe.
Who knows?
Could be deceitful.
If you want to find out, head down to the Maori Chief Hotel on a Thursday night and see if you can pick him out.
Follow Tribute Comedy on Facebook to
That's
find
right,
out when
pups.
we're next on.
Get onto it, you little puppy
All right. So, what are the
dogs.
fans of the Tribute called?
Does it have a podcast?
No, it doesn't yet.
Well, then
Should we do one?
there's no fans. Maybe you should just do the what's this called? The Mad Dogcast or just the Dogcast? Surely the Dogcast is taken.
It's the Mad Dogcast formally, but we're just referring to it as we've started shortening it as the Dogcast.
Oh, right.
Informally.
Maybe in a few weeks the pups will just become pups.
You know the Australian tradition to just like reduce everything to short as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
It'll just be the dog.
Yeah?
The Dogcast. No, Dogcast makes it longer. That's not.
Yeah,
that's
no,
not-
that
that's
doesn't
not
work,
helpful.
mate. That doesn't follow at all.
No, just the cast.
They're filing in now, Barnesy. Look at them, all waiting
It is.
around,
It's
looking to
packing
get
up a
on
bit.
stage, hoping to get on this on this podcast, I
Yeah.
think, and maybe tell a few jokes. Are these punters? These look like punters.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try and get Donna on because
Yep.
I want to ask her about her intellectual property release.
All right, and well, give her a wave, mate. I've had enough, or maybe you've had enough of me.
Donna.
Come say hello to the pups. All right, thanks for having me, Mike.
Thanks, Zach. Always
Thank
a
you,
pleasure, mate.
pups. I'll see you soon.
Cheers, mate. Pull up a couch.
All right.
I'm here with Donna Collins, Billy.
Yep,
I'm just addressing everything to Billy.
that's fair.
So when he's editing this, he knows that I'm thinking of him.
Hi, Billy.
Hi, Billy. Wish you were here, mate.
Yeah,
Absent friends.
beautiful.
No, it was just like I needed to ask you something because Zach christened the listeners of these podcasts the pups.
Adorable.
So we're speaking now to the pups. But one thing he suggested was that he'd buy a beer for the first pup who got a Mad Dog tattoo. And I suggested we probably needed to clear that with you because you did our artwork. And
did.
so there's an intellectual property consideration if someone's tattooing that on.
True. I'd be 100% cool with it. Please tattoo it on your body.
Hear that, pups?
Get it done.
If you'd like the vector art to make
Yeah.
things easier, maybe we can post that on the page or something.
Yeah. Absolutely. Do this. Make poor life choices, guys.
Yeah. Well, that's what comedy's all about, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, who goes into comedy out of a drive for success?
No one I've known. Not one.
Do you feel like going into comedy is a reaction to something more than a goal in itself?
I don't know. I feel like, for me, it's always been a goal. But not in the sense of, and this will make me rich. But just like I had to, so now I'm doing it.
There's a lot of that around, people saying, oh no, look, I have to do this.
Yeah.
I don't care if there's anyone in the room. This is my thing.
Yeah, I feel that. Because sometimes I feel like I have to force myself to do it, even though I love doing it and it's great. I still have to really give me a big old push. So yeah, I have to.
Yeah, fair enough. So I was trying to not to burp directly into the microphone and give Billy more editing challenges.
Yes, we appreciate that. Just did it right in my face, guys. No, I didn't.
No, I'm much less crass than that. I'm a classy guy.
Yes. I have to agree, guys.
If you want a spot.
Yeah, I have to agree. Mike's great, guys.
Yeah, the room really is packing up a bit now. Who's here? Because I didn't bring my glasses with me today, so I was just like, it just looks a bit vaguely samey out there.
Yeah, there's definitely some blurry people out there.
Not that, there's a lot of diversity in Melbourne comedy. There are a lot of beards.
Oh, God, too many.
And speaking as a bearded man myself,
Yes.
I'm
True.
not really bucking a trend.
No, just different, just sinking right into it at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. But, saying the comedian with the beard doesn't help much
That's
in
true.
Melbourne.
It is. And sometimes, I really like that white dude with the hoodie. Yeah, that's all of them.
Yeah, I'm wearing a hoodie right
Oh
now.
my God, it's happening.
And yes, I'm a white dude. I have to just be upfront about that and own
Yeah,
it.
that's true. Straight shot.
Yeah.
First thing I noticed.
Speaking of white dudes,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Adam Jacobs just wandered up to the front row.
He did. Just gonna sit there. It's cool.
We're just going to watch him and just see if we can win a staring competition at this point.
All right. Oh shit.
How are we doing for time? Oh, it's only 7:30. Oh man, this is great. I love it when everything's already organised.
Me too.
And there's no work to do anymore.
You could just sit on a couch
Yeah, no, it's good.
in front of chairs.
Yeah. So what you been up to? You been to any other gigs or been seeing any other rooms?
I did CWA on Thursday, and you were there for that.
That was a lead. Oh yeah, actually we haven't. I don't think we've talked about the CWA much on this podcast.
Okay. The Comedy Women's Association. Yeah, old ladies.
Which
all
is,
the
I
time.
believe, what it sounds like.
Yeah, sure.
It's just an association of women in comedy.
Yeah, that's the three things
Yeah.
that it's doing.
Yeah.
And doing it well.
It is. Those are some of the funniest nights I've seen. I genuinely laughed harder at most of the CWA nights than most general nights that I've been to.
It's a good feel.
It is. It is a good room.
Yeah.
And I especially like that I don't have to do anything during them.
That's good, yeah.
It's normally I'm oh shit, someone's got me doing something, or I'm running around or making lists or something. I was like, no, I don't have to run any aspect of that room. It's
You
great.
just sit back and let the ladies do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's women's work.
Yes. Great. That's the spirit of the CWA. Let the ladies do the work.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, I was kind of digressing into some sort of vague, satirical thing there, and I just don't know where it was going.
No, it's
I'm
hard
just
to
not
tell.
that accomplished an interviewer. I wish Billy was here.
You've heard it here first, guys.
I'm really hoping that when Billy edits this, he's just going to re-record all my bits and just
and be funnier.
and just chop up everything people are saying to me
Yeah.
and make it sound like it's in response to something really exciting.
Just completely change everything that's happened right now.
That'd be great. I wonder
That's
how much
cool.
you could do along those lines.
I don't want to know. Billy, don't do anything. Don't touch this. It's gold.
Or just get the next person to come up and just read the dictionary one word at a time.
Just give him a lot to play with, basically.
Yeah. We need you to just record every word in the English language in every possible inflection.
Because it's not like Billy has any focus issues or anything that might stop him from really editing all this together.
No. We'll just give him some extra pills. They have pills for this.
Yeah. That's necessary and important. Just another apology to Billy quickly.
Billy, we love you.
Billy, we love you so much.
Please come back.
Please. Ride your bike back into our hearts.
This is going to be... I went to the bike shop today.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I picked up the gear from him at work.
Makes sense.
And went through. I knew that it was going to be dangerous going into a bike shop. I was going to buy something. And Billy sold me a fantastic new helmet
Oh.
because I needed a new bike helmet.
Do you have a bike?
I have several bikes.
Oh, thank God. I was going to say, what if he's that good a salesman? Get him a helmet.
He's not that good a salesman, no.
That's a dang shame. Once again, an apology to Billy.
No, I really do enjoy riding bikes. I don't do it often enough. I don't have the time to ride bikes that much, unfortunately.
Sad.
Well, it just takes so long to get places, and not quite as long as walking, but you know.
Of course, yes.
But yeah, most of the time I have places I need to be at specific times, and I don't have the luxury of just cruising there.
Yeah, taking the easy route.
I have to be, or I need to carry large quantities of sound and lighting gear with me, and that's very hard on a bicycle. I could get one of those cargo bikes with the big.
Yes, I like the ones where they put dogs in the back of them. You seen those? The little trailers for the bike?
Oh,
where you put
yes.
dogs in them.
Yeah.
But then I just want the dog. Scrap the rest of it. We'll stay at home, dog. It's cool. I'm sure I'm going with that.
Just cut out all the complexity.
Yeah, just me and a dog hanging out.
So what you're saying is you want a dog.
Yep. Scrap the bike. Just get me the dog. You heard it here first, pups. Get me a dog.
Any particular kind of dog, or just?
I want
dog?
a terrier that looks a little bit like a grumpy old man.
I kind of know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a bit of a mad old man. That's all I want.
Yeah. Little yappy guy.
Yeah. That's the dream.
Bit like a Melbourne comedian. Oh, our MC just walked in.
Da 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 da. Handsome.
I might get him. I might quickly talk to our MC.
That's fair.
Anything you want to plug? Anything you coming up?
Nah. All right, bye.
You have it there, folks. Donna Collins is doing nothing.
Not much, guys. Get a tattoo. Oh,
It's legally clear.
yay. Everyone gets a thumbs up.
All right.
Okay, cool. Bye.
Joseph. Do you want to come and have a little chat for the pre-show podcast? And we'll,
Sure.
And then I'll,
Is it possible to unmute?
yeah, absolutely. I'll check one and say, what we'll do, I'll chat to you for 5.
Yeah.
And then, Adam, do you want to take over and interview someone?
Oh, yeah, interview someone.
Yeah, so I'll put you in the driver's seat.
Yeah, all right.
And just pick a random...
Georgie. Yeah, you did that bit last week.
I think you've looped the mic cable through the headphone.
I was like, wow, that's very short. I thought it was all one thing. G'day, mate.
G'day, Joseph Green.
How are you, Mike Barnes?
I'm just saying names very clearly because I'm just making points to Billy, who's going to end up editing this.
Billy. Thanks for being here, Billy.
Because Billy is, as I've said, is often... I have to message him at least once a week about the podcast and say, who are you talking to in this section here?
Yeah, well,
so I can make
it's
a
me,
list
Billy.
of
It's
who.
Joseph Green talking to Mike Barnes. Billy, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. Now, you're emceeing for me tonight.
I am.
Looking forward to it.
Very much so, Mike. I love Mad Dog. It's I feel like it's always a homecoming being here.
We've had you MC for us a few times, haven't we?
A couple of times, not a huge amount, but
I don't think anyone's MC'd here a huge amount. We cycle through quite a lot of.
I mean, maybe twice, not more than twice.
Yeah. Have you had fun the last few times? It's like sometimes it goes on a bit long.
As MC, I can't remember. Zachy just walked in. Have I had fun? I think it was okay. I'm a little bit nervous about tonight, because the last few times I've been here, they've been formidable lineups.
Oh, okay.
of 30 or 40 people. What time have you been finishing up recently?
About 10:30.
Okay. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, and,
that's fine.
and we do a break about 9:15.
Okay.
Our target is a break about 9:15, which usually gets us through about a dozen acts,
Yeah.
and then we just run till we're closed.
But it's a great night. That's what we should focus on.
Absolutely.
It's a wonderful night. If anyone's listening who's anticipating coming here or thinking about it, they should definitely do it because it's a beautiful place to come and try new stuff.
Absolutely.
Get up for the first time.
Looking at lineups, I see Eurydice Dixon just walked in. This is going to be a sweet night. I've got Eurydice. I see Eurydice.
Yeah.
George there. Donna Collins is on, who's like you just replaced on the couch. Donna's always great.
Yeah.
Juan Miles, Zack Dyer. It's going to be a cracker.
Grumpy's there. Adam Jacobs.
Adam Jacobs.
Michael Schaefer's on his way.
Oh, is he?
He is.
Irvy's on her way.
Irvy's on her way.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, there's going to be plenty of Melbourne's rising stars.
Yeah, so definitely in a couple of minutes I'll get Adam Jacobs to take over interviewing people, so you and I can go and formulate a run list and try and figure out what we're going to do.
Great, very good.
So, do you have any aspirational goals for the evening? Just like any new material you want?
Oh
to drop
man, I've got heaps of new material. I'm really excited about it.
Excellent.
And I sort of when I pencil, maybe subconsciously, I started preparing for this night a month ago or whenever I booked it because I thought that's the night I got to come locked and loaded with a lot of stuff to try and see how I go.
Awesome. It's that's what we do here. We try things out and eventually some of them work.
But I would say at least 3/4 of my bits, a lot of the taglines or punchlines have been born on the stage at Mad Dog.
Yeah.
Many.
Yeah.
Like I've got a joke about in the anal beads.
Oh, the anal beads, yes.
My mum's anal beads bit. She didn't think they were a thing, and I told her that we'd just been at a comedy night. She didn't think they were a thing, and I was telling that story on stage, and I said she started saying the Hail Mary because she's a very Catholic person, and then I said, "Mum, they are the wrong beads," and I never thought of that line until I said the line on stage at Mad Dog.
Yeah, it's so weird how that happens.
Yeah, but I think it's just a great space to relax and try new things. And
yeah, I used to do that a bit more often. I was like, when I was first starting out, I'd get up with nothing in mind of what I was going to talk about, or I'd start with what happened on the bus on the way here.
Yeah.
And the amount of times I really should have recorded more of this stuff, because the amount of times I'd actually managed to bring a story about being on the bus to some kind of satisfactory conclusion was weird to me.
Yeah,
the way that when you're just under pressure and you just got to get something out and suddenly it works.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sort of like this sweet tipping point of having enough pressure that you have to do it, but that you can be sufficiently relaxed in that environment to be able to do it as well.
Yeah, the relaxation's hard, yeah.
Yeah. Do you record? You never record your sets here?
I do. I was really sporadic when I first started.
Yeah.
I'm a bit more dedicated about it now, but also now I'm doing much less actual performing because I've got so much damn admin work to do.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm more dedicated now, but I lost a lot of early stuff where I know I had some ideas. And I also lost an entire notebook once, really early on.
Yeah.
And
all the gold.
That's just the thing, I've never been sure how I felt about losing that notebook, whether I'm glad that I put all that early stuff aside forever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, what if there was something good I really forgot?
Yeah.
I'll never know. I've just got this eternal self-doubt going on now.
Yeah. Well, it's good to clear the space, Yeah. Opens up for new things to come in.
Anytime they'd like to arrive.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Have you been going any bushwalks lately, Mike?
No, I haven't. I've been trying to plan one out. I've got a big one coming up in October.
Where's that?
I'm doing the Cradle Mountains Overland Walk in Tasmania. It's like 5 days.
That's a beauty.
So looking forward to that, but I really need to do some warm-ups before that, because I'm going to be carrying, I usually don't go out with much more than a lightish day pack, and this is going to be like a 20 to 25 kilo pack I'm going to have to take it.
Why is that?
Lots of water.
Yeah, water.
Because you won't...
For the 5 days.
Yeah, well,
that's
we're going to be able to top up from time to time, but there's going to be boiling and treating stuff. There's going to be camping spots and stuff. We don't need to carry a lot, but I feel better if I'm carrying at least 4-5 litres.
Yeah.
Because you never know what's going to fucking happen.
That's true. That's a good amount of water to have. Yeah. Do you ever climb? Do you do any climbing?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I've started bouldering recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's great, Mike. You should do it. There's actually even some places in like inner suburban Melbourne, like Brunswick and Collingwood,
Oh, yeah.
where you can do it.
I'd be down for exploring that aspect. Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, have we gone on too long? I don't know.
I think let's wrap it up. Let's put Adam in charge, so then we can take over. We can go and formulate a run list for this night and actually do some admin work. Really exciting stuff.
Let's get it done.
All right. Cheers.
Okay, thanks for having me, man.
No worries. Still recording?
Start talking.
So this might be the guest. Remember to tell Billy you end up editing. Just make sure everyone's name gets introduced at some point. That's all.
Hello.
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 So we were in the studio.
We are in the studio, and it might sound a little bit like we're not alone. Do you think so?
Yeah, no, I think there's a presence here.
There is, a very subtle presence. It's resembles remarkably very something like a bunch of comedians in a room yelling at each other.
Oh,
Does it feel like that for you a little bit?
that sounds like a nightmare.
It sounds like every Sunday morning for me. I have no idea what I mean by that. Now, let's before we go any further, we better introduce ourselves. Excuse me for going first, but I am Adam Jacobs.
Oh, right.
And I suppose what you would say, the interviewer, just for a moment, because Mike's got to go and do some stuff. I don't know what he's got to do. What does he have to do? He's put all the chairs out. What else is there to do? I don't know. Anyway, and I am speaking to... I have the intense pleasure to speak to...
Julien Furnace.
Julien Furnace.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
what a lovely name.
Oh, thank you.
And it's I think a little bit's about the way you say it. So your accent is
Very...
North Melbourne kind of bogan. I'm hearing a little bit of North Melbourne vogan. Is that about right?
Yeah, I was
Geographically?
more thinking like French suave and sexy.
I
Not
can
really North Melbourne bogan. Is there such a thing as a North Melbourne bogan? I think it was South Melbourne bogans.
Officially, no. Yeah, officially, Adam Jacobs made it up.
I'm a new batch.
Are you ever? Hello. I said that with a euphemistic voice. There's no way of explaining why I did that.
Okay, it's okay. I will not judge you. It's
Oh, thanks, Julien. Thank you so much. So obviously we can tell listeners that Julien is originally not from Australia or Australia. Where do you prefer to be? Do you prefer to be in Australia or Australia?
Australia.
You prefer to be in
Australia, yeah, mate. Like, bring it on.
Oh, mate, I love Australia so much more than I love Australia. I tell you, there's a suggestion that there's a little bit more racism in Australia.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen it myself.
Oh, I thought there was just more beer.
More beer and more barbecue.
As long as they have halloumi, because I'm a vegetarian, so that's fine.
All right. So you've got conditions on your Australia by the sounds of it.
Oh, yeah?
You have to have, because it's a cheese, isn't it?
The cheese?
Is it halloumi? Oh, you're talking
halloumi.
about...
Yeah. It's
halloumi,
like the cheese that you put on the barbecue or whatever, you can grill it.
Oh, that's right, and it's quite...
It looks
got
like
an interesting
chicken,
texture.
But it's actually cheese.
What does it taste like?
Perfect.
Oh.
It's better than sex.
Hello.
Yeah, it is.
Hello.
Try it now.
And Julien would know. Because he's French. He is French. So, Julien, okay. How long you been in Australia? Where do you come to from France? Blah, 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 blah. Tell us, give us all of it.
All right, so I've been in Australia for 3 years and a half now.
Oh, wow.
My most exciting moment in Australia was in Darwin.
Wait on. Except for now.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So Darwin.
Yeah, in Darwin, the story was I was looking for a place to stay for cheap, and I found this gay retired nudist couple.
That's beautiful.
We were hosting people for free in exchange of work. And I was like, that sounds dodgy, right? That sounds fucked up. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Good on you.
I have really great pictures of me naked building a house in the bush. No, I really like. I use it on my Tinder profile and everything. It turns people off quite a lot, or on. It really depends on people. It's a good test.
Who exactly are you looking for on Tinder? With your perfect type, Julien?
My perfect type on Tinder?
I know that perfect... I know being fussy and Tinder don't go together very well, but tell us anyway.
You know I'm a lefty, so I always swipe left.
Well said. Hey, you want to hear my really daggy joke about it?
Yeah, go for it.
I reckon my cat has got a thing for my dog because whenever she sees, she's always swiping him right. Always. See, there we go. Yeah. For those of you, comedy jokes, workshop 101, that's wordplay. I just did wordplay.
Oh, I'm interested in that.
In wordplay?
I should have put that on my Tinder, actually. But hold on. What about you? What's your type on Tinder?
My name is Julien. I like
it.
the wordplay. You say it.
I like the role play so much. This is so good. I really like role play every day. In the morning, in the lunch, in the evening, in the bedroom, in the street.
You're making fun of my really bad French accent. That is cool, man. That is really cool. All right. So you want what meme on Tinder?
Yeah.
Well, I've got one of these ones, mate.
It doesn't matter.
That's true. Okay. So putting that aside for a moment, if I had to be on the Tinder, I'd probably one of those swipe right on everything kind of guys, and then spend the rest of the week or night full of a lot of regret.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
Like if you get like a match, right?
Oh, if I get a match,
Yeah.
then I'll be cautiously optimistic. I think that's about right.
What do you mean cautiously optimistic? Like,
I mean that I'll if we go on it'll be like a blind date. We're setting up a blind date, aren't we? Really, except we've seen each other's pictures. So when I go on that date, I'll make sure that I sweat a lot.
you sweat.
I'll sweat a lot, and I'll probably talk about AFL quite a bit because I actually don't know that much about it. I'll probably order for her because that's feminists hate that, and I'll make sure she gets a salad with lots of onion. And I'll actually pre-book her taxi for about. Well, we'll have dinner about 7:30. I'll pre-book her taxi for about 7:56, and so that she can get away from me as quickly as possible. So yeah, that's the type of person I'm looking for.
Yeah, I think
Tinder.
you're right to be cautiously optimistic.
All those Australian listeners out there right now, I think you'll agree with me. I gave Julien a very good definition of what cautiously optimistic actually looks like in the real world, in the real Tinder world. Anyway, are you single, Julien? This is the question all the ladies want to know.
Well, two things. First, yeah, I'm so single. And second, I'm actually gay. So girls will probably not care.
Okay. So the Tinder's for both, is it?
Yeah, it's for both, but it's mostly like straight people on it. So I don't use it that much, actually.
You know why? Because Julien don't need no assistance when it comes to the hookups. Okay, give us high five.
High five.
Yay! Okay, those of you who couldn't see that, which is all of you.
We can do it like on the mic, maybe.
Okay, let's do it. We do it. High five. Wow, that's actually not easy to do.
Yeah, no. Especially when you have a sofa, like when you put your elbow in.
That's right.
Then,
and you're trying to capture it for sound, for radio. Anyway, they're probably the very first ever on-air radio.
Oh my God, we're the first high five
podcast.
podcasted ever.
A high five ever.
Oh my God, like
It's groundbreaking.
I can die now. Like I've done something with my life.
If they don't put that somewhere on the list, on the tag list, you know, on the iTunes, you know, when you go searching, you see like first ever
High five.
a podcast high five. I'll be very surprised.
Mm.
I'm on fifth, am I? Am I on fifth? Well, I've got 5 minutes.
Filth. You're on filth.
Wrap it up. Okay, we're just getting the word from the big man who's saying, get off the stage, you two. But I want to hear more about, so what are you doing here in Melbourne and stuff?
Oh, I'm just being gay.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. How's it working
You know,
out for you?
Adam, we are both together on the sofa in the studio.
Yeah. Extremely private studio.
Oh, we could give like a gay show. Like
We could. And I like to point out, for those of you who can't see, which is all of you, the couch actually has some suspicious stains already on it.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Where are they?
It's best not to look. Don't look, Julien.
No, I usually look for them. Like,
I think it was just snail trails.
oh, snail trails. Oh, yeah.
That's the other thing you collect. Along with naked photos of yourself building houses, you've got this bizarre collection of couch-stained photos. I want to see your album.
Yeah, I share them on Tinder. So much more efficient than dick pics. Like, wow.
Before and after. Hello, Julien. Yeah. You know, I have to say, mate, you've got a cheekiness in your eyes I'm very addicted to.
Not just in my eyes.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. And we're going to get off here now. So, look, you guys have been listening to the Mad Dog podcast, and we have to go now. So that
Thank you very much for listening, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. And because we've got to give this stage up for some comedy tellers. Are you going to be telling some jokes?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
I hope so.
yeah. Do it, Julien.
Yeah, please. Thank you. You too? You're going to go on stage, right?
I'm telling jokes tonight, mate.
Oh, cool.
My name's Adam Jacobs.
I'm Julien Furnace.
Till next time.